Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another Java GUI tutorial. And in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make a fairly complex game. It's probably going to take at least 5 to 6 tutorials, I'm going to think, at least. I have it pre-written. It's about 200 lines of code, so fairly complex. It's basically an over/under game. So like, it's gonna start off, you're gonna have a number, then you gotta pick over, it's gonna be over or under, and it's gonna be like out of 20 numbers, so, anyways, you'll see. It's kinda hard to explain, well, anyways, let's get started, shall we? Here's your, still only need 3 sets of imports, and you gotta extend JFrame, and, alright, so, we're gonna need quite a few things to start off. We're gonna need an int, I'm gonna call it round, and I'm gonna initialize it to 1, and this round is going to tell us what set of guessing we're on, and you'll see how that works in the action perform method later on. Now we need 4 random number integers, and I call mine first ran, and then ran 2, ran 3, ran 4, and comma here. Alright, and we generate these later. Well, the first round we generate right away, but the last ones we generate when we do the action perform method, when we click the buttons. And then we need a J label. We're gonna need 5 or 6 of these. So first label, second label, and these are the labels that hold the numbers that are randomly generated. Third label and fourth label. And there need a label called OR, and basically all that label does is display the word OR in between the 2 buttons, higher or lower. And then I have a label called win or lose, and that basically just displays the result if you've won or if you've lost. I need 2 J buttons, one that's higher and one that's lower. And I'm gonna make a simple menu bar for this program also, because we're gonna have a couple of functions up in the menu bar. Because there's really, I tried putting them in the program, but I couldn't really find a spot, so just made a simple menu bar. And then you're gonna need a menu. I also have one called file, and then 2 items. Reset, which resets the game so you can play again, and exit, which you should know what that does. Alright. Quite a few variables there to use, but we'll use them all eventually. Public over under, that's what I called my class. And right off the bat, we're gonna generate the first random number, because we want it to be kind of, we have to use it right in our constructor, so I need to generate it right away. So first ran, and yeah, that's gonna be equal to a casted int, and then math random, and all the numbers are gonna be by 20. I mean, if you wanted to customize your program and make it so they can enter a number, you just make a variable up here like input or something like that, and then instead of putting here, you just put like times input. And you can make a text box and all that and button, but that make it way more complex than what it needs to be. So for simplicity's sake, I just do 20. So alright, now we need I'm gonna make a font object, and crap, I need to fix my window real quick, or this is gonna alright, ignore that, but I said to fix my window so it wouldn't go off the screen for you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna make a font object, and I'm gonna call it font. So font, and that's gonna be a new font, and it's gonna be, let's do normal, serif, bold, and size 16. And this font is gonna be used to display like the numbers, and yeah, just the numbers. Then I'm gonna have a layout, and basically this layout right here is for 3 panels, and inside those panels I'm gonna also use grid layout, Um, it just helps me lay it out a lot more cleaner, and grid bag layout is pretty confusing for most of you guys, so even for me it still is, so I stick with grid layout and just use panels to customize it and make it look decent. Alright, so menu bar, and that's going to be a new J menu bar, and then we got to set the J menu bar to be the menu bar. Alright. Make the file. So file, that's going to be a new J menu, and inside there it's going to say file, and then have the menu bar, add that to the menu bar, excuse me, and then make one called reset, and that's going to be a new J menu item, and inside there is a restart or something like that. Restart, yep. And then file.add reset. If I can spell correctly. Reset. Alright. Now, finally, we'll add the exit one. So exits, that's going to be a new J menu item. I'm going to call it quit for once instead of exit. So file.add exit. Alright, now give all of these things that we made, well, not all, I mean, it's only 2 things, but just give them action listeners, so when we click it, it'll actually do something. So, I'm gonna call my classes pretty descriptively instead of just like event, because I'm gonna have I think 3 or 4 of these action perform classes. So this I'm gonna call system close and just give an S for system, and that's gonna be a new system close. Now you wanna, so the system close, that would be correlated with the exit, so exit, and then add an action S. It's giving us errors, obviously, and then I'll make another one called restart game, R, that's gonna be a new restart game, and then this is obviously gonna be correlated with the reset function, so reset, and then give it the R. Got it? Alright, good. Now, we're going to get into the layout and adding components of our game. So, first I'm going to make a pane, and that's going to be used to kind of lay out all the panels and all the components inside of their respective panels. So, remember, you get the right container, and then call it whatever. I'll call it pane, and that's going to be equal to a new, I mean, not a new, it's going to be equal to this, which is referring to the J-frame, and then get content pane. Got it? Alright. Now I'm going to make a little comment here, top panel setup. So now we're setting up and adding components to the top panel, which is going to be basically just our numbers. So like, when we first spawn the game, only one number is going to be shown up, and that's a number that we have to guess off of originally. So, and then I didn't declare these J panels globally because we don't need to, so I just declare them locally inside the constructor. So J panel, and let's call it top, and that's gonna be a new J panel. And then top, I gotta set the layout, and I want 1 row and 4 columns because, whoops, sorry about that. New grid layout 1 4. There we go. And I want 4 columns because I want it to be 4 across to hold the 4 numbers that we could possibly have. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it here because I don't know, I think I'm getting a little low on time, so just look for the part 2 in this series and you'll be able to continue right where we left off. Thanks for watching, guys.